Good morning. Good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. What if the secrets to your legacy books were hidden inside doo, 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 Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Hi, my name is Carma Spence, and I help executive coaches, business leaders, and consultants write, publish, and market client attracting books so that they can grow their businesses. And in today's episode of Coffee with Karma, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways that you can craft a legacy book, taking inspiration from the classic film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. If you're watching this on YouTube, please ring the bell, subscribe to my channel, and like this video. That helps me get more reach and help more people. So let's get right down to it. 5 tips inspired by Close Encounters of the Third Kind to help you craft a legacy book. The first one is build your mountain. Now, Roy, our hero of the film, he starts building models of Devil's Tower first in his potatoes and then in his living room, like bringing in dirt and stuff until he finally sees Devil's Tower, as you can see in this little image here from Columbia Pictures film. Um, well, when you're building your legacy book, in a way, you're kind of building your own model Devil's Tower in your own book. Basically, writing a legacy book requires dedication, and you need to start with a core message and keep building on it. So, if this allows your ideas to evolve naturally and organically into a powerful, enduring narrative. So, like Roy built his Devil's Tower, you're going to be building your legacy book one bit at a time. And in many ways, you may start off thinking that your book is about one thing and then find out it's about something completely different. But if you start with your core message, that's the key. That's what will pull you forward from your potato devil's tower to your clay devil's tower to your actual devil's tower. Second tip is alien signals. You've got to decode the message of your life's work. In the film, characters learn to communicate with the aliens through music and signals. Doo, 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 doo. And in your book, you want to focus on decoding the key lessons and patterns of your life's work, your business, your leadership journey, whatever it is that you're sharing in your legacy book. These signals will resonate deeply with your audience and your readers, leaving them with transformative takeaways. So basically what I'm saying here is you had an experience, you learned something from it, and here's the lesson. So you might tell a story about something in your life. So for example, I often will tell the story about how when I was a little girl at Mombasa Beach, I my father took me to the beach and he wrote my name in the sand and asked me to read that my name out of it. And I was like, "K k ah, Irma," and the light bulb went on, and from that moment, I have loved seeing my name in print. Well, what did I learn from that experience? Well, I think what I learned was my deep drive underneath to see my name in print, not because I want to see my name in print, although that's nice, it really is, but because when you write and get it printed and people can read it, they can learn from whatever wisdom you've accumulated in your life. So, tip number 3 is follow the lights. Let curiosity lead your writing journey. Now, the UFOs in Close Encounters were buzzing people, and that's how they sort of communicated, "Come to Devil's Tower. Come to Devil's Tower," even though people didn't necessarily know about it. Well, when Roy encounters these lights, of course, he gets a little sunburn, and that's when he starts building these devil's towers in his potatoes in his living room, and his wife leaves him because he's crazy. Well, you can kinda do the same thing, follow the lights in your life. It's kinda like, those, sing-along videos. Do, 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 do. You know? Well, follow the dot. Follow the dot in your life because there will be a through line. When you look at all the stories you tend to tell, all the memories you are drawn to in your life, there's a through line there because we each have like a core message, and we may have more than one, we may have more than one, but basically, we you let your curiosity help you to dig deeper and find the truths that are underlying all these memories that are bubbling up while you write your memoir, your legacy book, or your business book that you want to have as part of your legacy. There are through lines there. You probably have deeper wisdom than you know you do. We often in fact, one of my mentors says, "Imposters don't have imposter syndrome," because the more you the more wisdom you have, the more you are aware of how much you don't know, and so you tend to be a little bit more humble. Well, don't be so humble that you don't see the lessons that are in your life that you can share with others and create a legacy. Alright. Tip number 4. Epic encounters create a moment of revelation. I don't know if you saw this movie when it came out, or maybe you just remember your first time seeing it on the big screen. This scene right here, wait, right here, this scene right here was just like the magnitude of that ship. Well, in your book, in your legacy book, you're going to have a pinnacle moment. This is This is an epic encounter within your book where the moments that you've been leading up to give your readers powerful revelations. These moments solidify into a legacy that makes your book last. So again, you're looking for the through line, and that leads up to this epic reveal. Oh, I just lost. Oh, hang on a second. No, wrong one. I go to show this image, and I accidentally deleted it. But tip number 5, tip number 5, leave a lasting message. Craft your own Devil's Tower of Wisdom. Devil's Tower becomes a symbol of lasting contact and connection. Create your own symbolic Devil's Tower in your book, a core idea or message that stands the test of time and becomes a pillar of your legacy. Make sure this core message resonates with both your current readers and with future generations. Your legacy book is kind of like your Devil's Tower, and you're building it up. I hope you found these tips helpful. I've been thinking a lot about legacy. In fact, this entire week, and actually to some degree last week as well, I've been talking a lot about memoirs and legacy and leaving something that lasts. And while I've been doing all this content, I didn't intentionally do this. My mother-in-law got very, very sick, went into hospice, and then died. And today I'm going to her funeral. And so all this content I'm developing for you about legacy is really striking home for me because, no, she didn't write a book, but she's leaving a legacy because I helped put together all the pictures for her funeral, and we all leave a legacy. We all do. Sometimes it's lasting, like in a book, and that's intentional, and sometimes it's a little more ephemeral because it only lives in the memories of those people who we personally touched. But if you've got a message that can help more people, can help future generations, you owe it to the world to get it out in a book. And if my content resonates with you, I invite you to write that book with me. I can help. I can help it get it out of your head and into readers' hands. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you found value in it, and I will see you next week. I believe the theme next week is financials. A lot less deep, but I will see you next week. Ciao.